The island was covered with thick bushes and beautiful blue flowers. As he stopped to admire them, Whistloth suddenly understood.
Sylvan elves did not eat meat, and must have been eating these succulent flowers. Like poppy tears, the nectar had affected the elves' minds.
They were indeed the reason for Danan's madness. The Sea Elves' regime of algae and seafood had protected them. So how do you get rid of a nefarious plant? You do it the human way. Burn it down.
No! No! Don't burn the flowers! They bring harmony! How dare you!
You'll feel better once you stop eating these plants.
The others saw you as a savior, but I always knew what you truly were. You are not one of us, and only want to lead us astray!
Danan, you are not yourself.
Leading this expedition was my mission! I was chosen for it! I sacrificed everything! It was my purpose! Now that I've found harmony, you want to steal it from me too! I won't let you, even if I have to kill you!
Now, that's just great. As if this island wasn't hostile enough.
my plants. Do you know how long it took me to cultivate them?
Your plants?
The lurthil, the grey piece found in the mountains of Igchal. Some among my people consume them to shut down the whispers in the dark. And they grow such beautiful flowers, too. But of course they can be dangerous and addictive. You start losing track of the real world in favor of a world of quiet and tranquility. And once you've experienced that world, you do anything not to leave. While your body and mind in the real world wither away.
This whole island is a trap.
My, you're perceptive. These elves were lucky to have a Sheldon among them.
Who are you? What do you want?
Ashbeth is my name, and the powers of the elemental forge shall be mine and mine alone, even if that means I have to stop you the old-fashioned way.
How do you feel?
Terrible. I never felt so bad since my coming-of-age party 20 years ago. Look, these last days are a haze. I don't remember everything I've said and done. But I know I've tried to hurt you, and I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. You were under the effect of that lethal lurthil plant. Fortunately, nothing like the waters of Shalassa to purify one's blood and mind from such poison. But I have to tell you, this was but a trap to prevent us from reaching the forge.
A trap? Who could...
A dark elf. She told me her name was Ashbeth.
Great harmony.
Did she have silver hair?
Yes. Could it be?
There's only one way to be sure.
Your face, your eyes. Could it be Danan?
Mother.
Are you sure? I thought your father killed her.
Is that what Sir Gaul told you? That coward couldn't muster the courage to finish me off.
Why are you here, Mother? You nearly killed us.
Melassa sent me a vision of the elemental forge. I have come here to prevent the ritual of solstice from taking place. But I didn't know you had been chosen for the task. I may have misinterpreted Melassa's will. This changes everything.
How so?
Don't you see? Mother and daughter reunited at last. Come with me, sweet girl. There's nothing for you in Irulan. You'll never escape your father's shadow.
For all his shortcomings, my father never tried to poison me or trick me into killing my friends. You're a monster.
Is that the way to talk to your mother? If I can't change your mind with loving words, I have other means of persuasion! My beloved girl, stay with Mother. All is peaceful here. We could stay together forever.
Ashbith is having a taste of her own medicine. What are your plans for her?
I can't kill her, despite all she's done. I suppose I'm truly my father's daughter. We'll leave her here, among her precious plants.
What if she somehow overcomes the Grey Peace and escapes? Don't you fear she'll come back for you?
That's for the dragon gods to decide. As far as I'm concerned, my mother died a long time ago.
We still have to go through that strait. We lost a lot of time on this island. To reach the other side, we'll have to sail near one of those two reefs. We'll have to decide between Shadris and Sorleth.
I trust your judgment, Navigator. I'll support your choice, whatever it is.
Shadris and Sorleth were not just deadly rocks in the middle of the sea. According to legend, Shadris was populated with ape-like creatures with claws as sharp as knives. Sorleth was meant to be the nest of a gigantic six-headed serpent. The monster's appetite knew no bounds. It fell to Wistloth to decide which legendary peril his crew would face.
Listen. There's no telling what is waiting for us at the Elemental Forge. This might be my last opportunity to say it. So, I apologize.
I told you before, you don't have to.
Wait, listen. I have more. Since the day we've met, the way I've treated you, it was neither fair nor polite. You had every right to turn your back on us. But you stayed.
For what it's worth, I understand what you've been through. Among my crew, it's already been decided that I'll take my father's succession and become the next captain, even if there are other places I would rather be.
At long last, Wistloth and Danann had reached their destination, and soon they would finally find the fabled Elemental Forge of Summer. But they both knew unspeakable dangers were waiting for them on the storm-shrouded island of Dragon Mist. For here it was like Asher's very order had been twisted. But whatever awaited, it would be faced together.
Coming here, this whole expedition, I believed it was my moment. My opportunity to prove I was more than my father's daughter. That maybe Solana herself had greater plans for me. That she had chosen me for a reason. When we got stuck on that island, I lost faith in myself. I hated you for being the savior I was failing to be.
I've been giving it a lot of thought lately, and I think we were both mistaken. I was ready to believe the dragon gods had simply forsaken me and abandoned me. But now I believe I was sent here for a reason. I think that reason was to bring you here, so that you can fulfill your own destiny.
What makes you think that?
The dragons have a wicked sense of humor. This, fate, destiny, whatever you call it, this is just a game for them. A game of which we can't hope to comprehend the rules or the stakes. Think about it. What were the chances of you meeting your own mother in the middle of the ocean?
That was indeed pretty unlikely.
The dragons have a plan for us all, Danann. You have yet to fulfill your destiny. It's up to you to stop whatever's going on at the Elemental Forge. I feel in my heart that it's much more important than we suspected.
Forgive me. I did not mean to eavesdrop, but you might be right. These storms are only getting more violent. It's like the whole archipelago is about to be ripped apart. May I suggest we hurry?